garden lighting out there, but it's not that price. And speaking of something that's a great price, you are getting a Wicker Park choice of 3-foot tall faux flowering trees in growers pots. Now, we have a few different options for you as far as the flowers, but what you need to know is those flowers on your screen, they are realistic blooms without the hassle. So this is from Wicker Park, which is our sister brand to Bethlehem Lights, bring you all of the latest and greatest when we talk about the holidays. But these are molded tip florals, which means you're not dealing with those fabric florals that are going to fade over time, lose their color. The leaves don't look as green as they used to be. This is just that fantastic bloom, and you've got some great options to choose from. Now, I am going to welcome in Rachel Pavis so we can run through all of your different options here, but we've got some great florals to choose from. Rachel, it is great to be with you twice this evening. What a dream.
I'm so lucky.
What a dream. Now, we have our cherry blossom tree right here,
yes,
which
beautiful.
we only have 100 remaining in this. Then we have our... Is this our lilac tree? This is our gardenia.
That's your gardenia. Yes, so that's your gardenia. That's the one that I have in front of me. I love the dark green, how it pops against the white. Then the blue one there, that's going to be your hydrangea.
This is our blue hydrangea. Yeah. Oh, this just sold out. Oh, no.
Okay.
Rachel, I'm so sorry. We've already had a sellout.
That's okay.
And,
that's all right.
Oh,
and
no.
Then,
and the lilac has... Oh, no. Oh, I feel like I'm pranking you. I'm taking away flowers left and right.
Okay, so we still have the azalea then?
We have the azalea. The voices above say we have the azalea. 30 remain in the azalea. Okay, if there's anything, to set urgency up, that is it. We just lost two in a row. So this is our azalea.
Okay, so these are absolutely fantastic little flowering trees, John. I love that no longer do you have to wait for your favorite tree to come into bloom, because you can have the one that you want. You can literally know that these are going to be full bloom in that perfect stage forever. So they're absolutely gorgeous. Here I have that gardenia. And, you know, John, what's so special about these is that, number one, the realism on these. These are done by Wicker Park. They really are experts in the field as far as making faux florals. We use a color injection process that we create them from a mold. And John, what that means is that it looks just like the real flower, but in addition to that, it is not going to fade. These are fade proof for up to 5 years.
Wow.
And at QVC, when we say fade proof up to 5 years. They test them if they are left out in the sunshine, in the rain, in the snow and sleet for 5 years straight. So I'm assuming you'll probably bring these in for the winter time, so you're going to get even more than 5 years. But I love how you were just showing the realism on that. With the gardenia, you notice that the tips of it's that deep, dark evergreen, but then as it gets out to the edge of the leaves, it is a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
And that is not something that's hand applied. It literally is done through injecting it into the mold, so that color is through and through, not going to fade.
It's so well done. You're getting those realistic blooms, and the fact that it's not that fabric that we know from the faux florals from years to come that somehow falls off or it loses that color or the green doesn't look as green, and you can use these indoor and outdoor. You are paying $65.98 for florals that will never die. You know, I go to the store and I pick up flowers I pick up a lot of like blue hydrangeas at the grocery store. You put them in water, you're paying, you know, a good amount of money for something that's only going to last a few days to a week. This is that great color, that height that you can use throughout your entire space to add a little life. All you do today is decide which one you want to get home. We've already lost 2 options in this show, so do not wait on these. We have our cherry blossom tree right here. You also have our gardenia, and then the azalea are left. So call 800-500-7590. It's item number M131528. I also love the idea of like picking up more than one of these and using it to flank the doorway. I mean, there's so many different options for this, but the fact that you have something that is a molded tip when we are talking about those faux florals really sets this apart.
You're absolutely right, John. These are different than anything I've seen out there in the marketplace. They are so beautifully done. Like when you look closely at all of the flowers, you'll see that they've done an amazing job at really mimicking that of the real flower. And it's interesting to me because we have these three options that are left. You'll notice that they aren't all the same. For instance, with the cherry blossom, you'll notice there's no green leaves because this is how the cherry blossoms grow. So we really worked so hard to mimic that of the real trees. That azalea that you have there in the studio, that kind of reddish with a little hint of pink, that's amazing. For me, the azaleas, I actually today was deadheading my live azaleas and thinking to myself, I should really put in here my Wicker Park, because now I don't have any more of the pretty color, it's just the green. With this, it's that perfect stage of growth from the moment that you bring it home and lasting year after year after year after year.
Right, and I love that these grower pots that they come in, sometimes we see those and they are really tiny, right? Like this is something that you could display by itself and it looks great, but you can also put it in those larger pots you have. Maybe you picked up our Wicker or our Roberta's whiskey barrels earlier, the set of 2. You pick up 2 of these, you put them in there, you're getting that height because it is 3 feet tall each. So it can really liven up that space. It can add that color. And I am someone, you've heard me say this now throughout the garden season, I have the opposite of a green thumb. I have tried, but plants wilt when they see me coming by. This is going to stand the test of time. You can put it outside to add that kind of great greenery, but maybe you don't have the time to take care of those plants. Maybe you have a small balcony that you want to put these on because it gives you that great height. This is that approachable way to get those beautiful blooms. All you do today is call 800-500-7590 and decide which one you want to get home, whether it's our cherry blossom, which, I mean, the cherry blossom is just so beautiful and delicate. We have our gardenia right here with those white leaves. And last but not least is that azalea, but we are getting very limited in azalea, so do not wait. 3 easy payments of $21.99 to get this home. And I love the fact that you could also pick up more than one and either mix and match or get that same unified look.
Yes, you absolutely can. Like you're seeing there, I personally love to flank. So I think putting these in the urns by your front door is absolutely perfect. And also, John, you can mix these in with your real flowers because guess what? No one is going to know. They are so beautiful and realistic that you really can't tell. They even some of them feel like the real flowers. So I love that. We also made these with our knockdown construction. I just wanted to show you that. I actually took the top off of this one because if you wanted to, you can take this and just place this right into the ground. And then maybe another couple months, it grows by adding this back in and then having the full piece. Or you can literally use this inside. Maybe you want to put this into an urn or something and have that as well. So especially if you're using these all year round, maybe you put it outside during the summer and spring months, and then you want to bring them in for the winter, you can still use them for other seasons inside.
So smart, so well done, and an incredible price. You just decide whether you want the cherry blossom, our gardenia, or the very limited azalea. Call 800-500-7590. Rachel, it is always such a treat to get to spend time with you. I will see you again real soon.
Thanks, John. Great to see you.
Bye. Now, coming